India is set to join an international regime that fosters cooperation between countries and regulatory authorities in good manufacturing practices, GMP, in order to improve the quality of their medical products. Let us explore the reasons for this move and impact it can have on the Indian pharmaceutical market. The move to join the Pharmaceutical Inspection Convention and Pharmaceutical Inspection Cooperation Scheme (PICS) was triggered by the deaths of 66 children in Gambia that were linked to toxic Indian-made cough syrups. A second factor was market access problems faced by Indian medical products in quality-conscious UAE and Gulf Cooperation Council. The official said the UAE and GCC and several other advanced economies use mechanisms that reference prices in developed markets to fix their own prices. But such mechanisms act as a barrier for affordable Indian drugs even though, the official said, they are of superior quality. Mint had earlier reported that India is holding high-level talks with the UAE to find a solution to pricing norms in the Gulf nation that act as a barrier to Indian generic drug and vaccine exports. Experts said the absence of India and China where prices are low means that the price mechanism is tilted on the higher side and therefore acts as a barrier for Indian exporters of affordable medicines. PICS was established to harmonize, educate, and update aspects relating to good manufacturing practice among member countries. PICS is also a body that harmonizes relations among regulatory authorities and governments, India's pharma export promotion body Pharmaceutical said. The US, UK, Switzerland, Japan, Germany and France, among several high-value pharma markets, are members of PICS. Earlier this month, Reuters reported that Gambia has hired a US law firm to explore legal action after a government-backed investigation found that contaminated medicines from India were likely to have caused the deaths of children last year. Concerns around Indian pharma exports to African countries aren't new. Much before the Gambia tragedy last year, researchers had warned that Indian drug makers cut corners and make substandard drugs for markets with non-existent or underdeveloped regulatory oversight such as in Africa. In February this year, two company executives of Maiden Pharma, the company allegedly responsible for the exporting contaminated medicines to Gambia, was sentenced to 2 years and 6 months in a decade-old case of substandard drugs to Vietnam. In a 2014 Nation Bureau of Economic Research (NBER) paper report titled Poor Quality Drug and Global Trade, researchers said that 10.9% of the 1470 antibiotic and tuberculosis drug samples that claimed to be made in India and were sold in Africa were substandard and failed a basic assessment of active pharmaceutical ingredients (API).